Alright, what's up YouTube? So I'm gonna make a quick video, well maybe it's not that quick, but on how I clean my daily driven C6 Corvette. I mean, it literally is daily driven. So this is gonna be more detailed, kind of like how I get it prepped for shows, but the washing portion is what I do every week and kind of how I keep it clean for the entire week. I always wash it once a week just because I don't want to let dirt accumulate. So this one's going to be a little bit more detailed, like I said. So I'm going to actually show you how I wash the engine bay first, because I do the engine bay first, then the car, and then I do some detail spray after it. So the first thing I want to do, I normally do, and I maybe clean my engine maybe once a month, probably once every 2 months or something like that. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the most sensitive electronic components that I have. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cover these alternator. And it doesn't have to be like fastened down with any type of security or anything like that. Just so when water splashes on it doesn't try to get inside. And the second one I'm going to do is I'm going to do both battery terminals. So yeah, got the battery covered. So I'm not going to directly spray on those just to prevent any like splashing on those sensitive electronic components. So next thing is I'm going to go get my water hose, and I'm going to put it on a low setting, like a fan setting. So see, it's on mist now. Yeah, so mist, that's kind of where you want to be at, either mist or like a cone, but nothing. You don't want to have a jet stream. You don't want to have a jet stream, so you don't want to have this, because that's what you don't want to spray. It's just too much. You putting direct water onto the engine. You never want to do that. So you just want to kind of get a nice light coat of water on the engine. So my engine's a little warm, so it might sizzle a little bit, but just a quick spray down. Nothing heavy, nothing crazy. What you're trying to do, your aim here is you're just trying to knock off any loose dirt. Any loose dirt or dust, you just want to spray it off just a little bit. You don't want to stay over any spots too long and let water pool and accumulate everywhere. So after you do that, you're going to get some degreaser and a brush to try to scrape in little crevices. So with the engine a little wet, you want to spray degreaser on your engine and all your components. And just, get it just about everywhere that you can think of that you want to scrub down. So yeah, after you do that, you just get your brush out and just start working it, because what you want to do here is try to break up the rest of that grime, rest of that dirt, and have it ready to be sprayed off. The brush on there got a lot of it knocked off with the degreaser. And the next thing you want to do, and as you go along, you're gonna have to keep applying more, and you don't have to go too crazy with this, because a little bit will go a long way. So just a little bit of this will actually make the engine look so much better than what it was. So the last thing I do is, right before I spray, is I just put on one more coat over everything. Don't have to worry about breaking it up, because I already did it, just getting it all wet again. Okay, so then after you do that, get your hose back out and just spray it on down. So you don't want to spray directly on electronic components. You just want to, just spray it and let it all just run off, because that's exactly what gravity's going to do. It's going to take care of it all. Just want to get most of the degreaser up as possible, because your next step is the step that makes everything come together, all your work you do here. And all the prep work you do prior is prior to rinsing it off. will show in the end. So it's up to you on how detailed you want to spray the engine bay versus you know, how little you want to do it. But me just doing a quick, I only spent like 5 minutes max doing this, and it gives me pretty dang good results. Alright, now that you got it all rinsed down, what you want to do is you want to get a towel out. You want to soak up the puddles and any big spots, just kind of like a light drying. And then after you dry it down a little bit, you're going to let it air dry for a while, and then we're going to go on to the next step. And when I mean like a while, you let it air dry just enough to where you don't see any more water spots, and it's dry to the touch. So when you get a hot climate out here, it'll dry pretty quickly. But yeah, you want to try to get most of your black surfaces. What you want to have mostly dry is all the surfaces that are like plastic, composite, all the black stuff, because when we dress it up and detail it, that's what's really gonna pop when we put dressing on there. Alright, so it kind of dried pretty quick because it's like 90 degrees out here in the Texas sun. So the next thing you want to do is you want to have some paint trim restore, or I mean some trim restore. Right now I'm using some Mother's Back to Black trim restore. And what I do is, you know, just kind of turn into like a fake ghetto ass paint set. And you just want to put a quick dab right there. Find you a paintbrush or a toothbrush or some type of brush. Get it right here and just start painting away. And as you can see, so you can see the difference right there versus what it looks like now. It's a nice rich black color, and this will last for quite a long time. And you just want to get all around on every little black trim piece. Keep coming back to your spot. Every trim piece you see, just start painting it. If it's still got a little dust on it, that's not too, don't worry about it. Just paint over it. It'll be okay, and it'll still come out looking good. And it's up to you how much you want to paint or how far you want to go down. But I paint everything black, even hoses. See how the hoses is dark like that, and you see how shiny it is. But yeah, this is a great way to make everything just really pop and make your engine look very clean. So anything that is black, paint it with this gloss. Night and day difference between, see, I'm already running out over here. As you can see right there, see that nice rich color. You're gonna do the intake manifold. You're gonna do all the hoses. So yeah, let me get some painting done and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so I don't know if you guys can tell, but I can definitely tell is that, you know, it's definitely shining and definitely popping than what it was before. I hit just about every piece, you know, the fan shroud, all these hoses, you know, radiator fill reservoir, spark plug bracket, ignition bracket, ignition coils. I even hit the spark plugs just a little bit, but not too much. Intake manifold, and I just dusted off the battery just a little bit. So that's it kind of for this section. You just want to take your time, depending on how much time you put into it, is just how good it's gonna look. So after I do this, I clean the engine first, and then I move on to the car, because when you do the car, if you do it in the opposite way, is that when you're cleaning the engine, there's going to be like spray from when you're spraying. It's going to spray dirt, as you can see right here. All of this right here, it's going to be all over the car after you just clean it. So now I'm going to lower the hood and then clean the car real quick, the normal way I do it.